Ever wonder how many sparkling tiaras are actually hiding inside Europe's royal vaults? Some tiaras are so rare they've only been worn once. Others haven't been seen in public in decades. Who's got the biggest stash? Who had theirs stolen? And who had to fake theirs with a replica? Let's begin with the queens and princesses who've set the gold standard. Literally, the British royal family. The British royal family. Take the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, given to Queen Mary in 1893 as a wedding gift. But here's the fun part. Queen Elizabeth loved it so much, she called it Granny's tiara. She wore it constantly. Now the Lover's Knot tiara. This one's basically a royal soap opera. Made for Queen Mary, it's loaded with pearls and diamonds and emotion. Diana, Princess of Wales, famously wore it, even though it was super heavy and actually gave her headaches. Catherine, Princess of Wales, now wears it with total grace, kind of like a passing of the torch. And then there's the Grevier tiaras, left to the Queen Mother by a socialite named Dame Margaret Grevier. The most jaw-dropping of them all? The Grevier Emerald Kokoschnik, worn by Princess Eugenia at her wedding. Those emeralds are so rare, jewelers gasped when she walked down the aisle. Queen Mary's fringe tiara? It broke right before Queen Elizabeth's wedding. The royal jeweler fixed it just in time. How many tiaras are actually in the vault? No one knows for sure. Some say dozens. Others whisper it could be over 50, many unseen for decades. Now, if you think that's impressive, wait until you see what's happening in Spain. Spain's royal family. The Spanish royal family is believed to have around 14 to 16 tiaras. Not the biggest collection, but each piece has stories. First up, the Fleur de Lis tiara, also called La Buena. A piece so stunning it's practically a national treasure. It's basically Spain's unofficial royal crown. It was made in 1906 for Queen Victoria Eugenia, who was Queen Victoria of England's granddaughter. And get this, only reigning queens can wear it. Queen Letizia of Spain didn't touch it until she officially became queen in 2014. Next, the Spanish floral tiara. It's packed with flowers, but here's the kicker. It used to be a necklace. The floral tiara is also the most shared one among Queen Sophia's immediate family. The Prussian diamond tiara. Tiny but legendary. Not only did Queen Letizia of Spain wear it on her wedding day, but it's been around the block for major royal weddings. It originally belonged to Princess Victoria Louise of Prussia, and somehow made its way into Spain's royal house. And finally, the Meyer shell tiara, made by Mario Ditz Meyer, one of the oldest jewelers in Europe. They've been making jewelry since 1613. Secret whispers, some say old pieces from Queen Victoria Eugenia's era are still hidden in private collections, but there's no official confirmation. Let's head to Sweden, where sparkle meets serious legacy. Sweden's royal family. Sweden's collection is one of the biggest and oldest in Europe, and most people don't even know it. They've got about 20 plus major tiaras, plus some mystery pieces nobody talks about much. First, the cameo tiara. You've seen it in royal wedding pics, worn by Queen Sylvia and Crown Princess Victoria. But here's the kicker. It dates back to Napoleon Bonaparte. He gifted it to Josephine, and somehow it ended up in Sweden. Then we've got the 9-prong tiara. Basically, the skyscraper of tiaras. A striking tiara composed of 580 diamonds forming foliage, arabesques, topped with 9 diamond prongs. Experts say it's a bit hard to wear because of its weight and size. Now the amethyst tiara. This one has a secret past. It used to be a necklace, probably owned by Napoleon's second wife, Empress Marie-Louise. Featuring large faceted amethysts set in diamonds, the parure consists of a large necklace that is now used as a tiara, a pair of earrings, 2 bracelets, a large brooch with a detachable pendant, and an additional brooch which is one of the elements of the original necklace. Ever heard of a tiara made of steel? Enter the Napoleonic cut steel tiara. No gems, just steel carved to shimmer like diamonds. Composed of exquisite cut steel leaves set in tremblant and gold with gold acorns. The tiara remained publicly unworn for over a century, until in 1976 when she was discovered in a cabinet at the Royal Palace of Stockholm. So that's Sweden's dazzling crown collection, romantic, rare, and full of history. But what about Norway? Norway's royal family. They've got about 10 plus major tiaras. First up, the Vasa tiara. It was a wedding gift to Crown Princess Martha in 1929 when she married the future King Olav V. It's named after her Swedish roots, the House of Vasa. But here's the kicker. It wasn't seen in public for years. Is it in the royal vault? Damaged? No one really knows. Queen Maud's pearl and diamond tiara. A dazzling mix of pearls and diamonds was a wedding gift from King Edward VII. Now for the drama. In 1995, the piece was sent to Gerrard in London to be cleaned, and while it was there, it was stolen. The approximate value of the tiara at the time was $312,000 USD. Gone, like vanished. But instead of panicking, the family commissioned an identical replica using old photos and records. The result? A perfect copy. So good, most people can't tell the difference. The Diamond Daisy Tiara. This was Crown Princess Mette Marie's wedding tiara. It's light, delicate, and covered in tiny daisies made of diamonds. But the story here? It used to belong to Princess Ingeborg of Sweden, Mette Marie's great-grandmother-in-law. Now let's hop over to Denmark, where the jewels are just as dazzling and the stories even older. Denmark's royal family. First up, you have to meet the Danish ruby Peru tiara. This thing is iconic. It's more than 200 years old, packed with rubies and diamonds. And it's one of the oldest complete royal ruby set left in the world, still in use today. And get this, it was originally made for Napoleon's coronation back in 1804. Next, the Pearl Poiré tiara. It's loaded with 18 dangling pearls called poirères because they're shaped like little pears. It was a wedding gift from the King of Prussia. Then there's the Floral Aigrette tiara, composed of 3 flexible diamond floral elements set with an entremblant diamond flowers, which date from around 1850. Queen Margaret II loves this one for its lightweight design. Next, the Midnight Tiara, created in 2009, composed of leaves and slender branches in silver, 18-karat pink-white gold, and 31 knobs with specially cut moonstones and 1,340 brilliant cut diamonds. Crown Princess Mary actually helped design the Midnight Tiara. Denmark's royal family have approximately 15+ tiaras. One more secret you should know. Some of Denmark's tiaras have heirloom status, meaning future queens must wear them, but they can't sell or change them. It's like a royal rental agreement, forever. From Denmark's elegant heirlooms to the Netherlands' jaw-dropping diamonds. Netherlands' royal family. This royal family is believed to have around 25+ tiaras, one of the biggest collections in Europe. Let's start with the superstar, the Stuart tiara. Imagine a diamond so big it looks ridiculous. That's the Stuart diamond. It's over 39 carats. The stone traveled through royal hands since the late 1600s. It even survived wars, exile, and family dramas. Queen Juliana once thought it was too much, so she tucked it away. And then Queen Maxima brought it back bigger, bolder, and shinier in 2018. Then there's the Mea Rio Ruby Tiara. Created in 1889 for Queen Emma, it's made of fiery rubies and diamonds from one of the oldest jewelry houses in Paris. The Mea Rio family started their business back in 1613 thanks to Queen Marie de' Medici. Now, buckle up for the Dutch Sapphire Tiara. It was made in 1881 with 655 diamonds and 33 blue sapphires. Queen Maxima didn't just wear it, she made it legendary at King Willem-Alexander's inauguration. Next, the Pearl Button Tiara. Simple at first glance, but historians think it was made by reusing Queen Sophie's brooches from the 1800s. Just across the border, the Belgian royals have their own sparkling legacy. Belgium's royal family. They've got about 5+ major tiaras. Why so few? You'll find out a little bit later. Let's start with the 9 Provinces Tiara. It's the symbol of the Belgian monarchy, gifted to Queen Astrid in 1926. Tragically, she died young, but the tiara lived on. It's modular too. The diamond bandeau can be worn separately. Then there's the Wolfers Tiara, a mysterious beauty made in 1960 by the famous Wolfers jewelers. In the 20th century, the Belgian royal family faced financial pressure and high inheritance taxes, especially after both world wars. Many tiaras were considered private property, not state-owned, which made them easier to sell. Some were seen as too lavish for the times. While some stunning pieces like the 9 Provinces Tiara survived, others simply disappeared, either sold at auction or passed into private collections around the world. Luxembourg's royal family. Estimated number, around 15+ tiaras. Some experts suggest even more. You wouldn't expect this tiny country to have such a royal jewelry stash. But wow, they've got some real stunners. The Empire tiara is huge. It dates back to the Napoleonic era and is so big most royals only wear it for weddings or coronations. Then there's the elegant Belgian scroll tiara, given to Princess Josephine Charlotte of Belgium as a wedding gift in 1953. The tiara was made of 854 diamonds set in platinum, with a total weight of 46.42 carats. The central 8.1 carat diamond can be removed to be worn as a ring, and the entire central element can also be worn as a brooch. Want another twist? The family rotates tiaras among daughters and daughters-in-law like shared heirlooms. New brides often borrow tiaras from the Grand Duchess' personal collection for their wedding days. Speaking of royal tiaras with unforgettable stories, let's talk about Monaco, where old-world elegance meets red carpet royalty. Monaco's royal family. This family is believed to have around 4 tiaras. The late Princess Grace brought serious glamour to the palace, and her Bains de Mer tiara, gifted on her wedding day, is a stunning piece of diamond magic, composed of 3 ruby and diamond scroll motifs on a thin diamond frame. While she wore a bunch of grand jewels throughout her life, Diamond Tiara, 214 modern cut diamonds and 42 baguette diamonds in a festoon setting, and her Bains de Mer tiara were Princess Grace's only 2 tiaras that she personally owned, and the Diamond Tiara was her most frequently worn tiara. Princess Charlene didn't wear a tiara at her wedding, choosing a minimalist style instead. But she later rocked the Ocean Tiara, a wild custom piece by Van Cleef and Arpels that doubles as a necklace. And speaking of royal tiaras with rich backstories, let's head from Monaco to Liechtenstein, where one sparkling piece stands out among the rest. Liechtenstein's royal family. The Liechtenstein royal family is very private, but is known to own around 2 to 3 tiaras, including the historic Habsburg fringe tiara, which is the crown jewel. It's got a serious history, originally made in the 19th century and passed down through the Austro-Hungarian imperial family. But here's what makes it cooler. The tiara connects Liechtenstein to one of Europe's most powerful dynasties, the Habsburgs. So, what did we learn? That behind every royal smile is a glittering tiara with a wild backstory. Some gifted by emperors, some stolen, some so heavy they gave Princess Diana a headache. The UK might have the deepest vaults, but Sweden's got Napoleon's bling, and the Netherlands? If you love this royal ride through Europe's crown jewels, don't stop here. Hit play on our next video and dive into lost royal jewels, haunted castles, or maybe secret Vatican treasures. Trust us, the sparkle never ends.
When Prince Rainier III slipped a 10.47-carat Cartier diamond engagement ring onto Grace Kelly's finger before their 1956 wedding, the movie star turned princess forever became associated with jewelry. Princess Grace was the world's jewelry diva, surpassing her glitzy Hollywood peers. In addition to tiaras, she donned necklaces, rings, and brooches that were featured on fashion pages all over the world. She also added a touch of style to clip-on earrings, a simple pearl necklace, and brooches of poodles and chickens. However, Princess Grace of Monaco owned a spectacular tiara that could be worn 3 ways, drawing parallels to the late Queen Elizabeth II's famous wedding fringe diadem, which is worth millions. And that's what we are going to feature today, tiaras from Grace Kelly's bejeweled world. You will see different tiaras that were personally owned and loaned from her favorite maison. And by the end, we will reveal the historical piece that belonged to Empress Josephine. Shall we start? How many tiaras were in possession of Grace Kelly as a Princess of Monaco? If you think there were plenty of them, we might say not so many. But her jewels were spectacular enough to raise a new trend. Princess Charlotte, the mother of Prince Rainier, did possess a number of striking items, including her Cartier pearl and diamond fringe tiaras. But they were private property that she reportedly didn't want to give to her new daughter-in-law. Grace was lucky enough to start her personal collection with a number of stunning jeweled wedding presents. Fortunately, the Société de Bains de Mer, the principality's largest employer, was as generous with jewelry as Prince Rainier. The Bains de Mer tiara. The renowned French jeweler Cartier was commissioned by the Société de Bains de Mer to create a tiara for the new princess that would incorporate the red and white, which are the national colors of Monaco. They created an incredibly adaptable piece with 3 main components that may be worn as brooches when disconnected. These components included cabochon rubies and round brilliant and baguette-cut diamonds. The stunning 49-carat rubies are set in gold and platinum. As it goes without saying, Grace loved the magnificent present and wore the tiara for her first official portrait as Her Serene Highness, Princess Grace of Monaco, as well as for her pre-wedding banquet. As already mentioned, The ruby and diamond insignia on the Benz de Mer tiara could be taken off and worn as a brooch. But if that wasn't impressive enough, the emblems can also be worn as pendants to make a spectacular necklace. Princess Grace would often wear the tiara during her early years to state events, such as when visiting the Vatican in 1957. Prince Rainier would next present Grace with a ruby and diamond ring and a set of drop earrings to make the ruby and diamond set. Throughout her life, she would wear the gems on many occasions, occasionally utilizing the brooches as jeweled hairpins or as a necklace. Although Princess Grace's two daughters, Princess Caroline and Princess Stephanie, have been photographed sporting this tiara in a brooch form, the headpiece in its original form has not been worn since her passing in 1982. Diamond Festoon Tiara. The diamond tiara, or the small diamond tiara, which debuted on Princess Grace shortly after her marriage, featured 42 baguette diamonds and 214 modern-cut diamonds in a festoon setting. With 2 bands in total, the diamonds create a sequence of graduating waves or festoons. 2 vertical bands that are wrapped around the diamond base, and the waves separate each wave. The tiara's provenance is unfortunately unknown to us, nor who made it, when it was made, or how Princess Grace obtained it. Although she wore many expensive jewels during her lifetime, Princess Grace only owned 2 tiaras, the diamond tiara and the Bain de Mer tiara. Princess Grace's big, elaborate hairstyles made her even more renowned in the fashion circles. She tucked her tiara into her hair so that it was scarcely noticeable, as if she preferred complex hairstyles to extravagant jewelry. That appears to complement her timeless, sophisticated 1950s style. Princess Grace only once lent out her little diamond tiara because it was her most applied jewel. In 1978, Princess Caroline wore it to the ball the evening before she married Philippe Junot. Since Monaco's National Day in 1981, the little diamond tiara has not been worn again. Meanwhile, the jewel has been in innumerable international exhibitions after Grace's passing, and lots of jewelry enthusiasts and her admirers could see the piece. Now we can only hope that it will be seen again in the near future. However, on some portraits, we may spot one more festoon tiara, which seems to be very flexible, as Grace could easily place the headpiece around her highly arranged hairstyle. We do not know the origin of this enigmatic diadem, but we do know that Kelly's so-called diamond tiara started to emerge in her wardrobe soon after her marriage to Prince Rainier, so we can presume it was a bridal gift. Made of baguette diamonds and contemporary cut diamonds, the piece has 15 diamonds on the upper sparks, making them the focal point. What's interesting is that this particular tiara matches the diamond necklace we can see in dozens of captured images. Van Cleef & Arpels Ruby Tiara. The stunning tiara, which is a component of a parure, was formerly adorned by Princess Grace of Monaco with earrings and a necklace made of rubies and diamonds that matched the clusters. She's thought to have borrowed the set from Van Cleef & Arpels, who frequently provided her with jewelry. The famous Battle of Versailles fashion show, in which 5 French designers, Hubert de Givenchy, Emmanuel Ungaro, Pierre Cardin, and Marc Bohan for Christian Dior and Saint Laurent, faced off against 5 American designers, Stephen Burrows, Anne Klein, Bill Blass, Oscar de la Renta, and Halston, was the only event she was seen in this ruby tiara. But that's not only the one headpiece that made huge waves on Grace Kelly's royal fashion stage. Van Cleef & Arpels Diamond Tiara. One more tiara from Van Cleef & Arpels was provided to Princess Grace to wear at the wedding of her daughter Caroline to Philippe Junot in 1978. The tiara is made with pear-shaped diamonds, marquise-shaped diamonds, and round diamonds, a whopping 144 gems weighing 77 carats set in platinum. It was made by Van Cleef & Arpels in 1976. It's not a surprise that the Maison would often provide and lend magnificent items to Grace Kelly, as she would make the tiara a symbol of true royalty. Many of her pendants were created by Van Cleef & Arpels, who became the official jeweler of Monaco in 1955. The jewelry house also lent the piece to feature in the Disney movie Mirror, Mirror, where Lily Collins played Snow White along Julia Roberts. But there was an even more significant and mysterious loan we are going to see right now. Mysterious Napoleonic Diamond Tiara. Van Cleef & Arpels owns a 1,040 diamond tiara mounted on yellow gold, totaling 260 carats, which is reputed to have belonged to Empress Josephine, and which was worn by Princess Grace of Monaco in 1966 during the Century Ball in Monte Carlo. On top of an intricate hairstyle, Princess Grace of Monaco was seen on camera sporting a diamond tiara. The occasion was organized to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Monte Carlo, which fell during Napoleon III's and Empress Eugenie's reigns. As the subject of the event was the Second Empire, Princess Grace perfectly embraced the outrageous fashion of that era, adorning her gown with the enormous headdress. But is it indeed a tiara belonging to Empress Josephine? The estate of Violet Monde, Baroness Melchett, sold this tiara to the French jeweler Van Cleef and Arpels in 1949. The wealthiest woman in Britain at the time was informed that it had once belonged to Angela Burdett Coutts' collection. Van Cleef and Arpels made extensive use of it in their advertising campaigns during the 1960s, highlighting the fact that it was the tiara that Josephine had worn during her coronation. Over the years, the diamond tiara was frequently loaned to numerous socialites, including Rose Kennedy, Jill Corey, Nancy Berg, and Jane Anderson Dudley. In 1969, the tiara featured in a major Paris exhibition to mark the 200th anniversary of Napoleon's birth. And indeed, Jacques Arpels stated the piece was passed to Empress Eugenie, who sold it when she was in exile after the fall of the Second Empire in 1870. It is certain that this tiara did not exist in the inventory of Josephine's private jewels, but we are sure only of one thing. No matter which headpiece was given or loaned to Princess Grace, she always made it shine. And what do you think? Could this be the tiara that Empress Josephine wore to her coronation? As we are reaching the end of this video, we are grateful you have stayed with us till this moment. Do you have anything to say about Grace Kelly's jewelry choice and her royal style? Which tiara suits her charisma? Well, we believe her tiara legacy indeed represented her royal status, personal style, and even enduring love for her husband. As many jewels she got as a wedding gift, each tiara in her collection was carefully chosen to complement her image and enhance her natural beauty. If you liked the video, welcome to subscribe and leave your comments. Thank you.
Tiaras have long been symbols of royalty, power, and glamour, often adorned with diamonds, pearls, and precious gems. They are not only stunning pieces of craftsmanship, but also carry significant historical and cultural importance. Here are some of the most famous and iconic tiaras from around the world. The Lover's Knot Tiara. Made in 1914, it features pearls and diamonds in a bow and knot design. The Lover's Knot Tiara, also known as Queen Mary's Lover's Knot Tiara, is one of the most recognizable and beloved jewelry pieces in the British royal family. Its design and history are a testament to the enduring legacy of royal tiaras and their significance beyond mere adornment. Though commissioned and worn by Queen Mary, the Lover's Knot Tiara is most closely associated with Diana, Princess of Wales. It was given to Diana by Queen Elizabeth II as a wedding gift in 1981, and she wore it frequently during her marriage, pairing it with her evening gowns at various state events and royal functions. The tiara's romantic design and the dangling pearls became a signature look for Diana, adding to her iconic and much-admired style. After Diana died in 1997, the tiara was not seen in public for many years until it was brought back into the spotlight by Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. Kate has worn the tiara several times, choosing it for state banquets and royal events. Its appearance on Kate has cemented the tiara's status as a symbol of the continuity and enduring elegance of the British royal family. The Imperial State Crown. The monarch wears it at the end of the coronation ceremony and the state opening of Parliament as part of the crown jewels of the United Kingdom. The current version was made for King George VI in 1937 and is adorned with over 2,800 diamonds, including the famous Cullinan de Two diamond. The Imperial State Crown is one of the most essential and iconic symbols of the British monarchy and the sovereignty of the United Kingdom. Its current iteration was crafted for King George VI's coronation in 1937. However, the tradition of the crown dates back much further, with each monarch receiving a slightly different version for their coronation. This crown is a vital part of the crown jewels, housed in the Tower of London and among the most potent symbols of the British monarchy. The Imperial State Crown is known for its extraordinary craftsmanship and its sheer number of precious stones. It features over 2,800 diamonds, among them some of the most famous diamonds in the world. The crown also includes 17 sapphires, 11 emeralds, 269 pearls, and 4 rubies, making it a dazzling piece of artistry. One of the most notable gems is the Cullinan II diamond, also known as the Lesser Star of Africa, set into the crown's front. This diamond weighs about 317 carats and is the second largest stone cut from the Cullinan diamond, the largest diamond ever discovered. Another significant gem is the Black Prince's ruby, mounted on the front cross. Despite its name, this gem is a large red spinel with a long history dating back to the 14th century. The crown also features the St. Edward's sapphire, believed to have been worn by Edward the Confessor and the Stuart sapphire. The Cartier Halo Tiara. The Cartier Halo Tiara, also known as the Scroll Tiara, stands out as a masterpiece of 20th century jewelry design celebrated for its exquisite craftsmanship and historical significance within the British royal family. Created by Cartier in 1936, this tiara is a testament to the Art Deco style that was popular at the time, featuring a delicate yet intricate design of 739 brilliants and 149 baton diamonds. The tiara is characterized by its band of 16 graduated scrolls, set with a mix of large and small, brilliant-cut diamonds, creating an elegant and ethereal halo effect. The halo tiara was initially purchased by the Duke of York, later King George VI, for his wife, the Duchess of York, later Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. It was a gift to mark their 3rd wedding anniversary, showcasing the Duke's taste for fine jewelry and his affection for his wife. Shortly after its acquisition, the tiara became a part of the royal collection and has since been loaned to various family members for special occasions. One of the most notable appearances of the Cartier Halo Tiara was at the wedding of Catherine Middleton to Prince William in 2011. Loaned to the Duchess of Cambridge by Queen Elizabeth II, the tiara added a touch of royal grandeur and continuity to the ceremony, linking the past with the present. Its choice underscored the ties between royal family generations and the tradition of borrowing significant jewelry pieces for such landmark events. The Swedish Diamond 9-prong Tiara. Worn by Swedish royal brides and other female members of the Swedish royal family, this tiara is notable for its 9 prominent spikes adorned with diamonds. The Swedish Diamond 9-prong Tiara is a magnificent and emblematic piece within the Swedish royal family's jewel collection. It is distinguished by its 9 sharp, towering prongs, which give it a striking and regal appearance. This tiara is not only a masterpiece of craftsmanship, but also holds a significant place in the traditions and ceremonies of the Swedish monarchy. The Swedish Diamond 9-prong Tiara was crafted in the early 20th century. While its origins are somewhat unclear, it is believed to have been made around 1900. The tiara is often attributed to being a gift from King Gustav VI Adolf to his wife, Princess Margaret of Connaught, at their wedding in 1905. However, some sources suggest it may have been part of the Swedish royal family's collection even before that. The 9-prong tiara has been worn by many members of the Swedish royal family on various occasions, but it is particularly associated with the family's brides. New royal brides have traditionally worn this tiara at their wedding or during other significant royal events, symbolizing their entry into the Swedish royal family. Queen Sylvia wore it on numerous occasions during her early years as queen, and it has since been seen on Crown Princess Victoria, Princess Madeleine, and Princess Sophia, among others. Its use during weddings and significant events underscores its importance as a royal continuity and unity symbol. The Chaumet Beehive Tiara. The Chaumet Beehive Tiara is a remarkable piece that stands out for its distinctive design and historical significance within the Spanish royal family. With its unique beehive shape, This tiara is not just a piece of jewelry, but a work of art that reflects the craftsmanship and creativity of Chaumet, a French jeweler known for its exquisite creations since the late 18th century. These tiaras exemplify extraordinary craftsmanship and beauty and represent the rich histories and traditions of the families and nations they belong to.